This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Prairie, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here for the offense. It's a draw. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They move the tight end all over. Looking to go up top on first down. Gets open down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now on second down. Looking downfield, it's Webb. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I love when defensive linemen play with this type of awareness. You knew he wasn't going to be able to get to the quarterback, so he slows the rush down, IDs and finds out where the QB is, and then gets his big old paws up in the air to bat it.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Back to the air one more time. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that right there is a huge reason why this team has a winning record coming into this game. Their defense takes the ball away. And here on the opening drive, you see the athleticism in the back end of the defense, picking it off and putting it in great field position for their own.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Pulls and fired complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Bully ball on third and short. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Fans are bringing the noise on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So the final tally on that drive will be 31 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Fair catch called for and made. Has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, and go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Now he's going to break the pocket. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
They'll try the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback will keep it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easier. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. Dropping back, it's Webb. Getting some heat. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown Sooner.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And the extra point is good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. And the Buckeyes have pushed it inside the 20. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Back to pass, it's Wall. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Ohio State, number 5, Halsey in the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Offense set on first down. They'll give it to Johnson. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense, a style of passing attack that still wasn't very prevalent in college football at the time, but since then they've always had good quarterback play and guys that could play up tempo, make good decisions. This dude right here, he fits in perfectly with what they're trying to do throwing the ball in Norman, Oklahoma.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touchdown. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that.
Lost one deep down the right side. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40, the 20, the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He's going to bring it out from deep. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively...
And he breaks into the open. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
He's going to pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. Quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The handoff to Johnson. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Scanning the field, it's Wall. Heaves it deep. He's got it inside the 15. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
All right, you gave up the big play, defense. I know they got a big chunk, but they didn't get in the end zone. You live to fight another day. Now you got to bow your necks up and make this stop inside the 5.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's wrestled to the ground. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the back. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup. The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half.
Ohio State.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Toss sweep to the right. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Trying to get to him. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half. And listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They'll immediately call timeout.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Looking for a man. It's Wall. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
They'll throw it on first down. They're setting up the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. Escapes trouble. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Snap it to the back. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again.
Deep shot for the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. back out there. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just trucks through it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
They'll go to the ground. On the move is the 30. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the pummeling has started. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Quarterback checking off. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Back to pass, it's Webb. Looking for his man. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
On third down, he drops to throw. Floating away. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, 2 things I love by the quarterback on that play. One, his ability to flush outside the pocket and make a quick decision. No one's open and I'm taking off and running. And 2, get out of bounds. No need to take a big hit. Just save yourself, save the body. Fresh set of downs coming up. Well done.
Looking down the middle. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment. And the defense is going to have more plays like this. He has had a ball game so far, running wild all day long. Defense finally comes up with a stop. Maybe get a little momentum here.
Over 100 yards already in this game. So if I'm on defense here, I'm adding more guys to the box, anticipating that they're going to continue to give this guy touches today.
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the punishment has been extended.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They're going to run it. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Sooners have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Now the play fake. Into the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working.
Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Direct snap. Got the first down and more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7.
At the 7-yard line. Brings up second and goal.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Touchdown, Ohio State! And the route is on. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's first and 10. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. To throw, it's Webb. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
That one comes out hot down the right side. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
They get to him as he throws. Got it in the middle. It's Bryant. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 52, Oklahoma.
First down to start the drive after the break. To the ground with the back. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Wall. Tipped at the line, and it's intercepted.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're bringing heat. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
You're going to run a comeback.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Calls his own number. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. Trying to surge it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. The coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. To the air, it's Wall. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Pick it up. You're embarrassing us. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. The give as they work on that clock. He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They'll go with a direct snap. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. First down here for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Coming after it. And he's thrown another interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Not only a great play, but